This IIT Gandhinagar professor has a special connect with sports, something far more special than an avid fan or sports professional would have. Head at the Center of Creative Learning Lab at the IIT, Professor Neeraj Jain has made sports a successful medium to define various principles of science and make academics more interesting. As IIT Gandhinagar recently played host to the National Games athletics and squash events, Professor Jain made it a point to meet Neeraj Chopra, who had been his subject matter to define Newton's laws of motion. Chopra was in the city for the National Games, even though the Tokyo Olympics gold medalist did not compete there.
अरे कहीं पे भी चला जाता है सर, मैं तो अपना जोर लगाता हूँ।
ना एक घंटे का प्रोग्राम है जिसमें ये रिसर्च करिए कि आपने 36 में क्यों फेंका, जबकि किताब होती है 45 में फेंकोगे तो सबसे
नहीं वो तो सर वो मैथ्स के वो होते हैं, लेकिन जेवलिन 36 पे जाता है।
वो मैथ की रिसर्च जो हमने करी है 10 लाख
मैंने उसको बोला कि आपको मालूम है आपने 36 पर फेंका है। His funny comment was, बस मैं तो अपने सबसे ज्यादा जोर लगा देता हूँ, मुझे जितने पे भी जाए। Of course he knows that it's because of his skill and every time he throws at that angle, and his coach, he was saying, is a biomechanics expert. उन्होंने आई एम श्योर कुछ करा होगा, अगर नहीं करा होगा तो बिल्कुल देखना चाहिए and at least try to understand and see if it helps.
The CCL team showed Neeraj a tiny crankshaft toy they had made to explain a javelin's path through a hyperbolic arc. As Neeraj won the gold in Tokyo, Professor Jain had read that he had launched the javelin at a 36-degree angle. In a month's time, Jain and his team at the IIT Gandhinagar came up with their first episode of 30-30 Eklavya, where they used Chopra's javelin throw at Tokyo 2020 to explain Newton's laws of motion.
जब भाला फेंकते हैं तो एक अलग एंगल होगा, अगर खड़े खड़े फेंके और भाग के फेंकते हैं तो एक अलग एंगल होगा, because then your horizontal speed is increasing because you are moving, bhala is moving along with you. So it is and of course you throw it from 2 meters instead of जो 45 डिग्री है वो तब होता है जब आप ग्राउंड जीरो से फेंकें, बट इसमें तो वो 2 मीटर का है और ऑलमोस्ट 2 मीटर का है, वहां से उसने 1.75 होगा शायद, तो वहां से फेंका तो वो एक अलग एंगल निकलता है. एंड सो 3-4 थिंग्स कंबाइंड is why we thought we should explore why.
Professor Jain goes on to explain science that goes behind swing, spin, pace and bounce in cricket and various other sporting activities.
So we will look at how cricket there is absolutely amazing science when we swing, when we reverse swing, when we conventional swing. जब कैच पकड़ते हैं तो उसमें क्या मैथमेटिक्स लगती है, जब बैटिंग करते हैं तो उसमें कितने जी का हम फोर्स लगाते हैं, थिंग्स लाइक दैट. हाई जंप में क्या चीज़ें होती हैं, लॉन्ग जंप में क्या चीज़ें होती हैं, lots of very interesting science in so we are exploring that to see how using sports as a backdrop we can look at very amazing things and also teach some concepts.
Models scattered around the floor is the lab where Professor Jain and his team work on integrating sports and science to create curriculum that makes learning interesting, unlike the often boring routines of a classroom.
So what we try to do in this center is to create content which can engage and inspire, which can bring that spark of joy or gleam in the eyes of a children. ऐसे सवाल, ऐसी चीज़ों के ऊपर चर्चा करें जो जिंदगी से तो जुड़े हैं, लेकिन साथ में कुछ उसके ऊपर सोचने में कुछ मजा आए. Something that brings gives that the sense of wonder in the child and in fact lot of work that we do is age agnostic, मतलब वो छोटे बच्चे भी सोच सकते हैं, बड़े बूढ़े भी सोच सकते हैं. So we make toys, we explore. So one of the modules that we are trying to develop is to see how science and sports and mathematics are all correlated.
Besides the Neeraj Chopra episode, the CCL team also examined the role of sound in PT Usha's 4th place finish at the Los Angeles 1984 Olympics in the women's 400 meters hurdles. The theory concludes that Usha would have been on podium had she run in lane 1 or 2 and not in lane 5, where she actually did.